Well, welcome everyone to the Health and Wellness Show. And I'm your co-host, Stacy Scott. And before I introduce the host and today's teacher, I want to give you a short prelude. And so a lot of us know what the Bible has to say about a lot of things, but in particular, I want to reference the Bible when we talk about herbs in the context of its healing and medicinal uses in several passages. So here are a few examples of some notable examples. In Genesis 1:9, it says that God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the earth, of the whole earth. Let me back it up. Of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be for food. And this passage implies that God provided plants, including herbs, for nourishment, and not just for nourishment, for sustenance, for a source of strength for our bodies.
Wonderful.
Also in Ezekiel 47:12, it talks about what it says, fruit trees of all kinds will grow on both banks of the river. Their leaves will not wither, nor will their fruit fail. Every month they will bear fruit because the water from the sanctuary flows to them. Their fruit will serve for food. And this is what got me this morning. And their leaves for healing. And I actually looked that up and I wanted to say, what fruit, what leaves are for healing? And I only got one example, which was a papaya. They use papaya for healing. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. So it suggests that the leaves of certain plants have healing properties.
Oh, wonderful. What was that scripture again? Ezekiel what?
47:12.
Oh, 47:12. Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, 47:12. Anybody want to say anything about that?
No, I would actually.
Okay.
I think that I just really appreciate what you shared today. Because when you have scripture behind what you're doing, whether you're eating, taking, selling, whatever business, but when you have scripture to give you, it gives you power. It is wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Amen. Amen.
Okay. So I'll just say welcome again, everyone, to the Health and Wellness Show. And I'm your co-host, Stacy Scott. And today we have a special episode lined up for you. We're diving into the fascinating world of tinctures, exploring their benefits and learning how you can incorporate them in your health routine. So joining me today is the host, Deitra Covington, the renowned expert in the field of herbal medicine and tincture making.
Okay.
Dedicating her life to understanding the healing properties of herbs and has helped individuals enhance their well-being through natural remedies. Her extensive knowledge and passion for herbal healing have made her a trusted name in the community. So, whether you're a seasoned herbal enthusiast or just curious about the potential of tinctures, today's episode is packed with valuable insights and practical tips. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the wonderful world of tinctures with the incredible Deitra Covington.
Thank you, Stacy. That was so nice. Oh,
yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about tinctures. I'm actually going to take you through the process because I'm actually doing tinctures for myself. And so I'm going to take you through the steps what I'm going to do to make my tinctures. So we'll talk about that a little later, but thank you, Stacy.
You're welcome.
But first of all, I want to share a little bit of information about my yesterday. And yesterday stands out to me because on our shows, we talked about stress before. And I could have really been stressed yesterday, but I remembered that stress causes issues with the body. And I said, I'm not going to be stressed about this. Let me tell you what happened. All right. So my husband and I, we needed to mail something. So we went to, we traveled to the post office. And so, but we're down to one car right now because my husband, Terrence, his name is Terrence, I'll say Terrence. Terrence wanted to treat me to get my car cleaned out. So we down to one car. My car is being cleaned right now. So anyway, we went to the post office. No, that's not how it went. I drove his car to the post office to mail a letter. Now, believe it or not, you know, with this technology we have, our car has a key fob, right? It doesn't have a key that you start up the car. It's a key fob. You press a button or you can start the car when you have a key fob, right? So anyway, I'm in his car. So when he left to come back into the house and I took the car to the post office, I did not get the key fob. He had it. So I was able to drive, ironically enough, because it started with him next to the car with key fob, right? So I get to the post office, cut the car off, go mail the letter, which is great. But when I come back to that car, it was like, I was like, oh no, it's not starting. So I called him. I said, Terrence, I do not have the key fob for this car. So I had to take an Uber. I had to call Uber to come back to the house to come get the key fob, take the Uber back to the post office to get the car, right? But you know what? I was like, okay, all right. I'm glad I was not pressed for anything. It was like I was still relaxed, which is great because I thought about stress because I could have been stressed about that whole situation, but I wasn't. And so then the Uber driver ended up being a Black young lady who I talked about Elizabeth's, I talked about my business. I mean, it was great. I talked about her business. And I said, you know what? I would love for you to talk to my people about what you do, you know, my group. And she said, oh, I would love to do that. She's an esthetician. Is that what it's called? Where they do facials and stuff like that?
Esthetician.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's what she does. And I said, I would love for you to talk about it. So she said, I would love to. So it was a good conversation. It was a blessing, even though I was in Uber and all that good stuff. But she told me about her life. I told her about mine. And we had a good conversation. And so it turned out to be a blessing. So I thought I wanted to share that with you all because I could have been stressed, and that relates to my health, you know, and I told her about that. I said, I can't be stressed about what's going on right now. She was like, no, you don't have to. This is nice. That's what she shared with me too. So anyway, I just thought I want to share that. A little blurb from my life. Ooh-wee. Okay, well, I'm gonna actually do the oracle reading, but I have to pick a card. We got a lot to choose from today. Let's see what we gonna get. All right, let's see. Ooh, nice. Oh, I gotta show it. Can you all see that? It's the
Somebody dancing or something.
yeah, it does look like she's dancing. Abo Nimba, harvest. So you see the fruit around her. I guess it's time to get harvested.
Celebrate. Yeah.
Oh, let's see what she says about this. Okay, 48. It's always something good to look forward to, you know? Okay, you gonna come? Oh, that's 43. Okay. Abo Nimba. She is the goddess of harvest. She is of the high priestess temple, and she is of the water element. Ooh, nice. Abo is a Baga fertility goddess, and Nimba is her living spiritual healing mask. To Together, they embody the sacred, feminine, and abundance. Wow, what's wrong with? Let me say that again. Together, they embody the sacred, feminine, and abundance. Her guidance is give thanks. That's exactly what I did today and yesterday. I was like, I'm just going to be thankful. Okay, I'm putting my little piece in there, but all right, whatever. Give thanks. You are blessed. It is harvest time. Pray attention. Pray attention. A season of great harvest is a season of great epiphanies. You are prospering. The embodiment is harvest is when you reap the blessings that you have sown. The harvest is not just the fulfillment of your dreams, but the creation of them. Your thoughts, your imaginations, the blessing of you being here another day on this earth. That is all harvest. Beautiful. What seeds of generosity, love, support, and goodwill can you sow in your community to create a bountiful harvest for all? I want to say that question again. I want you to think about it. What seeds of generosity, love, support, and goodwill can you sow in your community to create a bountiful harvest for all? And the declaration is, we are all prospering. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone want to give an attempt at the question? What seeds of generosity, love, support, and goodwill can you sow in your community to create a bountiful harvest for all?
Well, I think that when we give of ourselves and whatever it is that we have to offer, our passions, our desires that we have that we could share with people based on what we've learned in our lifetime and our experiences, and telling our stories, and letting people know just your story.
Yes.
Your story alone could feed out to so many people.
True.
And empower a lot of people just by them hearing what you've gone through. And a lot of times when you share your story, you are letting people know, even though the story you share may not be exactly what someone else's experience, it's going to always be something in your story that is going to resonate with someone else.
That's so true.
I think that if we just share of ourselves and what we've gone through and what we're experiencing and what we know to be a help to ourselves could help others.
Yes, I agree. Thank you, Stacy, for sharing that. And I will piggyback on that and really say that your presence, a lot of times, even being around, you don't have to say a word. If you carry a certain type of presence, that's powerful for people, just being around.
Absolutely.
Anyone else?
No, I just I met the sister. Well, I actually didn't meet her yesterday. I met with her, and she used to be a model back for me. Her hair, she did photographs and actual walking back in the day when I began, and doing hair, natural hair, and she writes books for children. And Nawili was having her on the show. Actually, she's going to be on the show next Friday. She writes books for children. I mean, she really is a great writer. So yesterday I went to meet her at one of her at Myers over here on Jefferson. And she has a book. So I went up there to meet with her because I'm looking for someone. I'm wanting to put Everybody Want to Be Loved as a soundtrack for some movie, or, like Happy from Pharrell.
Yes.
I have that same kind of feel that everybody want to be loved. And I think it's like perfect for bullies. They're always doing stuff around bullying people.
Yeah.
Bullies are bullies because they want to be loved. And so that's how they express themselves, because along with, it's usually because children have somebody in their family were bullying them, right?
Yeah.
They weren't accepted, they weren't loved, so they take it out on other children. So I went to see the different books that she has anyway. I really want to work with her in getting her books out, and possibly doing some plays with some of her books, turning them into plays, and working with children. I love working with children around creativity, and very good with them, bringing out their expressions. So just, whatever talents you have, like Stacy said, using whatever your passion is and your expression and your experience, the ups and downs, to help other people.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
we're here
Yes.
for. And no man is an island. So, yeah, just giving of ourselves, just giving
Yes.
ourselves. Yeah. So I brought my here's the book. Here's the one I got.
Oh, happy to be me. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And yeah.
I
So,
know Patrice.
Patrice, isn't she
Yeah,
just beautiful sister?
yeah. She I made earrings with her. I think the name of her company. Yeah, yeah. And she had reached out to me before, but she didn't I guess to make some more, but she hasn't contacted me back yet. But yeah, okay.
That's
Mhm.
wonderful.
Mhm. Yeah, so she was yeah, Patrice has always been just sweet as pie, just sweet as pie.
Aw, nice.
Just beautiful sister. So yeah, some other things. And when I called her, I said, I was telling her about the song and stuff, and then, okay, let's get together and see what's happening. Some things are about may open up for her, and um, we'll see where this goes. Yeah.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for sharing that, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm actually going to go into the kitchen, because I'm going to, talk about how to make a tincture and
Mm-hmm.
all that good stuff. So I'm going to actually get off my computer. So I'm going to be off for a little bit.
Okay.
But, one thing while I go, you're not going anywhere. Um, but I was wondering, can we think of something that we could talk about in regards to harvest? What kind of things do we need in our community? Do we need anything, or is everything
Mm-hmm.
all great? So I
Yeah.
would like you guys to talk about that while I transfer over. So,
Okay.
okay.
Um hmm. Well, the lady that I met, that she came into the garage while her and her grandson while I was out there one Sunday, the one who wants to do an herbal garden
Mm-hmm.
over um over in this area. I was going to ask her to get on the show, but she can't be on camera because um just because she has some issues with one of the councilwomen here in this district,
Yeah.
because she doesn't live in this district. I said, what does that have to do with her doing something amazing? She was talking about apples from Africa and just growing a whole, like, several acres of organic produce.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's what we need in the neighborhood. Why does this woman have a problem with that? Just because she doesn't live in this area code. I don't care what area code she stays in. You
Right.
know, and the land has been on the market for plenty of time for anyone in the area to get it, and they didn't. You know, the surrounding neighbors, and she's like, well, let's give them a chance. They've had a chance, and they didn't.
Mhm.
And why not? Why can't she have it? So, yeah, that's something that, yeah, we need more herbal in the hood gardens, so that we don't always have to go way out.
Mhm.
You know, we can just go around the corner or
Mhm.
down the street. You know,
Or next door.
yeah, next door. Oh yeah. Well, back in the day when over at the family house, when there was a, you know, I had neighbors when there were actual houses on every lot. Yeah, the lady at the end of the lot, I would go down there, and those were the best tomatoes. Oh my gosh, they were so good. I could just eat them like you eat an apple. Now I hear the seeds of the tomato is bad for what? Arthritis.
Yeah.
The seed, the seed part. I'm like, oh goodness, you know, this is.
Yeah,
Oh,
tomatoes are good for some things and not for other things. Some tomato, I'm like, and I think that's individualistic, me really myself, because some people can tolerate it and some people can't. And you know, it just depends on your body and what it can and cannot tolerate.
yeah, I think I'm gonna eat tomato. I'm gonna eat some tomatoes and see if it. I don't feel the effects of it. I don't think, you know, because at times I'll get the little cherry tomatoes and put in my salad.
Yeah, my sister used to, her and my grandma were allergic to them. I don't know if they were allergic to them or just responding from whatever the reaction in the tomato that they say you shouldn't have, but they would break out with a rash in the crease of their arms every time they ate a tomato.
Wow.
It would break out.
So they were just allergic to tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I eat a tomato, nothing like that happened to me. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, we're all different and stuff. I was having joint issues, and I'm like, I'm not gonna. And then I was talking to this sister, actually, who runs Shane or Aretha the Shane Park, you know, and she was telling me that I needed to stop eating. One was tomatoes, uh eggplants, certain those types of things. They were dark or something the way that she described them. And so yeah, I pulled off of the tomatoes and stuff because I like to cut slices of tomatoes and slices of avocado season. Oh my God, they're just so tasty. Oh, so good. So I'm like, I don't want to give that up, but it did subside. I didn't have the issues around the joints, you know, like for arthritis, that type of thing. So it just depends. And then as you find out about different things and you just you back off of them and replace it with something else, and then so do I eat tomatoes sometimes? Sometimes, yeah, because you know, in spaghetti, there's tomatoes and stuff like that. I just don't do like slice up a whole one, slice up a whole avocado and just pig out. Yeah, so I know that's one of the things. I mean, I didn't know it didn't at that time. I didn't know that it was the seed of it, that there's different parts that do different things, you know, but I just had to chill out on the tomato period.
Yeah, because you know, in other what was it, other communities, you know, Italy, and they don't eat the skin or the seeds. They don't do it. They'll cut it
really?
all out.
Really?
They will. Yep, because it has lectins in it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, doctor, what is his name? Dr. Guntry.
Dr. Gundry, yeah.
He always
Yeah, he makes a lot of sense, and I would love to get his olive oil, but it's expensive. I mean, but
Yeah.
aren't there olive oils? Can we get a really good olive oil that we could take a shot of a day in the United States?
That's a good
Where-
question.
Where would we find it?
I bought some olive oil and no, it wasn't in the United States. It actually looks like a wine bottle. Like
Mhm.
my husband, I said, it looks like not a wine bottle, it looks like a liquor bottle.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was pretty expensive. And I just bit the bullet and I bought like 5 to 7 of them.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so they're going to be around for a long time. So sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and just buy it, get it out the way if you can,
That's true.
because you're not gonna find a really good. Well, I don't know if you're gonna find it or not, but this one is organic, and it's supposed to be really good for you.
Is it the one, Stacy, that he talks about?
Not Gumtree, nope.
Okay, well, yeah. So then, but you're still saying that it is expensive, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
grab a bottle and show it to you while she's doing this. I'll show you what it is.
Yeah. This is what
And
I
you say you didn't get it in the United States?
No, I have to look up and see where I got it from, but no, I don't think it was in the United States.
Okay. You sent for it.
Yeah, I ordered it off the line.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you all see
It took a
my,
long time to come to, but I'll show you the bottle.
Yeah, we can see your counter.
okay, good, I'm glad, okay. Well, I'm gonna start, if it's okay. Okay, great. Now, right now, I have my herbs. These are my, they're dry herbs. You can get fresh herbs or dry herbs. Dry herbs look like a plant, it's green sometimes. It might be a color, it might be yellow, but it's not hard. This is hard right now. I don't know if you can hear me tapping it, but these are dry herbs. You can start with this or you can start with fresh. I'm starting with dry right now.
Is that specific type of herb? Is that a specific type?
Oh, yes, I'm going to get to that. Yes, it is a specific type. This is called Jamaica herb. Let me tell you a little bit about this herb. This herb, it helps you with trouble sleeping if you're having trouble sleeping. It decreases pain, swelling, and inflammation. And the reason I heard about this is because my auntie, my husband's auntie, really, she's his auntie, really, but in mine too. But she was using this for her son who had kidney issues. So it's a herb that it can deal with it addresses a lot of issues. But he was taking a tea with this for kidney issues. And so she told me about it. And I said, I want some. And so she told me what the name was, and I got my own. So that's what this is. Jamaica. It's called Jamaica.
Okay. Where did you purchase it?
This I purchased from the health food store. Better Health.
Better Health?
Yeah, but you can find it if you look it up. You can find it pretty, at maybe other places too. So, but this is it. All right. Any other questions about this herb?
Is it expensive?
No. That's the interesting thing about herbs. They're not expensive, especially you can grow them in your yard too. So that's not expensive at all, really. But, but no, it's not expensive. No, maybe about, you get a bag of it for maybe $4 or something.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to move on to the next step. Oh, let me say this too about this. When it comes to tinctures, like this is dry you want to go, the ratio for this is 5. Like, okay, let's go with 5 to 1. So I'm going to use 5, whatever measurement. I might use a half a cup, but it will be a half a cup. Or just go with 1 cup. If I do 1 cup of this, I'm going to do 5 cups of either alcohol, vodka, or what is it called? Vinegar. You can do vinegar, or you can do, so those are things that will pull the nutrients out of the herb as you store it. But we'll get to that in a minute. But I just wanted to say that so I won't forget. All right. Now we're coming down here to the next little station I have over here. I don't know if you can see this, but it's ground up Jamaica. You see how I ground it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and this is, I use, it's like a coffee grinder, but I put those dry herbs in here and crunched them all up and got this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have more than this. And you saw how much I got over there, but I'm going to grind some more up. But that's where you get it to this level, so you can put it in a container. It won't fill it up so quick. Okay, make sure I'm saying everything I'm supposed to. Okay, right.
So, question, when you say 5 to 1, right?
Uh-huh.
There, like the amount that you have there, when you crunch it, crush it,
Uh-huh.
different than when it's whole. So it would not be as much. Am I saying this right?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it
might-
kind of reduces the volume is what you're asking.
Yeah. So,
it,
okay,
Or
so
if it was a
is
cup,
judgment based on like when it was in its full size, or is
Uh-huh.
it based on when you crunch it? Because that would mean you would need more. Am I
very
saying
good
this right?
question. That's a great question. But you notice like how small this is?
Mm-hmm.
I use, let me see, I got it all right over here. Like I use this things too. It doesn't have to be a whole half a cup or whatever.
Yeah.
So I will reduce how much I'm putting in. So I would do 1/5 of, what's this, a tablespoon. So I would do let me see. I would do this dry. So I would do 5 of these, 5 of the crunched up ones to 1 of vinegar, because I don't do alcohol. So I would do 1 vinegar of this amount. Does it make sense?
Wait a minute. So
You
the
said you-
liquid is only 1? Is the small amount? Okay, so 1 to 5. Which one is 5? The tincture or oh, we're making tincture.
The dry one. The
That's
one I showed you. Say it again.
which one is 5? 1 to 5.
5 to 1 is dry. The dry one.
okay, so the dry herb is 5 times and then 1 time the amount of liquid you put in there.
Yes.
So if it's like half a cup of dried herbs, then it's 2.5 cups of the liquid.
Right. Exactly. Because what's
More,
happening
more liquid than herb.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
More liquid than herb.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, because see, the fresh, you're gonna have more water in it. So that's why it's less. Just so you know that. But the fresh, the water is still in it. Okay, now we're going to the next station. Now, as you can see, I have white vinegar here. I have apple cider vinegar. I've used white. I read that you get more, it pulls out more of the nutrients in the apple cider. So this would be best. But if all you got is white vinegar, that would be fine. And that's what I used in this one. As you can see, now this is lavender. I get herbs all over the place around here. But this tincture right here is going to be for lavender. And once again, lavender, let me tell you what that's good for, just in case you want to know. Lavender is good topically. That's why I'm going to make it. I'm going to make a topical tincture for this one. It's good for anxiety, insomnia, depression, and restlessness. One thing I found with lavender is I put it on my, I don't know if you can see that, on my wrists and my temples and my head, and it makes sleeping so sound. You know, I don't wake up. I'm in a sleep. I'm in a good sleep. So that's why I wanted to make my own lavender, because I did have essential oils, lavender, but I want to make my own essential oil lavender essential oil. And that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, I have a question about Bragg's.
Okay.
I heard that it's been said that Katy Perry and her husband has bought Bragg's, and they're going to use genetically modified apples, so that I think the mother won't be present in the apple cider.
Oh my goodness.
Buy the apples from, what's his name, Bill Gates or whoever that is, or whoever that is that. And yeah, so I'm just wondering, is that a good alternative now? I mean, can we still, because I still have 2 bottles a bottle and a half in the cupboard. So I'm like,
oh wow.
It still has the mother in there. So I'm just wondering, is that something to be, because people are buying these companies and hooking up with these people who do not give 2 rats tails about us.
Exactly.
And
but you know something, I have not heard that, Mama Evelyn, but what was making me think about is we need to create our own. Let's learn how to make this. That's what I say. We get our own apples. I mean, from a non-GMO farm, yes, right. And learn how to make this. It's not, somebody made it. We can do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna take time, but we can learn it. Anybody else have any ideas?
So does that mixture that you mix together turn into an oil?
No, good question.
From the leaves?
The next step, I'm going to tell you how I do it. But no, this doesn't turn to oil. What's happening right now is drawing out the nutrients into the liquid.
So the oils that are in that plant is drawn out into the liquid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to drain the liquid off of this.
How long do you leave it sitting?
Very good question, because I seen it, at least 4 weeks, but I heard as long as 6 weeks. So
okay,
I'm going to go for the shortest one. I'm going to do 4 weeks. But I'll let it sit here, and I actually let it sit in the sun. I actually take it outside and sit on a porch. I have a little deck out here, and I'll leave them out there sitting in the sun. And I'll be out there for 4 weeks.
Deitra, what are tinctures for?
Well, they're for a number of things. Just like I said, I gave you guys what I told you what the herb is for. The tinctures are ways to get it into the system quicker, versus me looking at it or smelling it or whatever. I'm going to make a tincture that I can take internally sometime. You have tinctures that you make oils out of, and I can put it on my body. And they into the skin just like it would in my mouth. Because we got to realize that even though it's on the skin, it's still going into my blood. So if you remember what I said those herbs are for, you know, like lavender, dealing with anxiety or whatever, insomnia, that's going to help me with any of that. But I might not take it internally, but I'll put it on my skin somewhere. And on that note, I want to talk about the different areas of the skin that are good to place oils or whatever.
Okay.
On the wrist, like I said, right there on the wrist.
Mhm.
Then on the bottom of the feet, it's good to put things on your feet because it draws into the blood quick on the feet. And then another place is in the inner thigh. And then on the temples, on the head. I guess if you can see me, I'm a it's I guess right on your temples. Yeah, so those are good places, but the herbs, that's what the tinctures do. If you make it into you can make it a topical tincture, or it can be internal tincture that you want to put in your mouth under your tongue, or put in juice or what have you. But then I forgot about tea. Tea is good too. I can make a tea out of these herbs as well. Just for instance, with that Jamaica herb, the tea is great. I can do that, and it could do everything that I told you that Jamaica do. It would do it in the tea too. So I can make a hot, nice little tea with some lemon or something. Did I answer your question, or do you want more information?
Well, yeah, you did. What I want to know is also, okay, when that finishes after the 4 or 6 weeks, it's going to still look just like that, correct?
It's going to look just like this. Yep. And then I'm going to go to the next station. Okay, good.
Okay.
All right. Now, this is the next station. Let's see here. Now, what I'm going to do, oh, I have another tincture here. This is mullein. I did mullein too. So, like for this tincture, I do have what mullein is good for. I put that on here too, just in case people want to know. But mullein is good for respiratory issues, coughs, diarrhea even. And then topically is good for skin issues if you want to deal with something on your skin directly. But okay, so now I have this tincture, and it looks a little darker, as you can see. I guess you can see it. And then this is my oil. I'm going to actually, I got some cheesecloth. What I'm going to do is put this tincture, this liquid tincture, I'm going to actually pour it into a cheesecloth and drain the liquid off. So I'm going to have the liquid. It's going to be, it should be strong in 4 weeks, right? And then this is my bottle. So what I want to do is put my oil in my tincture to make it kind of, so I can rub it on my skin somewhere, wherever I want it to go on. But I wanted to build up to that consistency. So I will use enough oil with, when I drain this, I want to put it in my bottle and build up the consistency. Measurements, if you want to know that, I have not figured that out yet. I'm still working on that one. But when I say just build up the consistency to something I can rub on my skin, and I'll get all the nutrients that I'm supposed to. And that's it. That's the ending of. I'm gonna put in this bottle and put in. I normally put in the fridge. I don't leave things out. I put it in the fridge.
So
And you'll put a label on it.
Yes, yeah, oh yeah, right. Y'all see the labels? I got me some cute little labels.
Yeah, so when you had mentioned about putting it under your tongue. So when you do that and put it in that bottle, are you able to then put it under your tongue? You got the coconut oil. Are you able to,
Yes,
put a drop?
yes, but but believe it or not, I could. Let me see. Let me take this thing off now. Hold on. I could put it under my tongue then. However, under the protocol I'm using right now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't take any oil. I don't intake any oils. So I wouldn't do that. But you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take it in the oils because you're just getting the herb essential nutrients in that oil. So that's good. Actually, yeah.
So now I need to be nosy.
Okay, please do.
Okay, what's the deal with the oil for your body? Why do you not take in oil?
Okay, good question. That's a very good question. For me, I have a protocol that's dealing with thyroid and also my brain, what is it called? Myelin sheath. I'm trying to heal the myelin sheath in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
So in the protocol for that is no oils. So I don't take oils any kind of way, even in cooking. I don't cook with oils for me. My
Mm-hmm.
husband does, but he loves olive oil on everything. But I don't take it in.
Mm,
Yes, this is for that condition. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Any other questions?
Mm-mm. Are you through trying to do it?
Am I
Are
trying
you
to do
through trying to do it, or are you working on that?
oh no. I've done it times before. So every day I've created my oils because I have to put oils on my spine.
Mm-hmm.
Where I have a husband, they helps me do that because I couldn't do it by myself. Truly not.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I've been doing it. I made the
Oh, there we go. There we go.
What's that?
You must have used the word
Changing your,
try.
Yeah.
you
Oh, okay.
changing your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Are you doing it?
No, I am doing it. I am doing it. I am truly.
Yeah, I heard I follow and listen to this sister named Erin Lyons,
Okay, and I heard her.
and she's a channeler, and she said she used the word try, and she said, oh, low vibration. The word
Ooh.
attempt, low vibration.
Is it ERIN?
ERIN, Lions.
ON.
Yeah,
Really
that was
good.
like,
She's
well, yeah,
real good.
oh yeah. That was and I mean I never heard it put like that, trying low
Low vibration.
low vibration. I'm working on process. It's always that's process anyway. And then
What
that
was the
other
name?
word, her name
What
was
was the name?
Erin, ERIN, Lions, or LYON. I don't know if it's an S on there or
You
not.
said E? My pen wasn't working. E.
ERIN, Erin Lyons.
Lions, LYONS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He'll be here at 10:30.
Okay, great.
Is that your husband?
It is. He peeking around.
Hi, husband.
Yes, that's funny. He
Yeah,
trying to tell me something.
no, he was telling you something.
Oh, he was. Yes, he was. He was. Yes, he was. He surely did that. It
You
wasn't.
didn't try.
He didn't try. He did it.
He did it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay, so
That was good.
everyone.
That was good. That was very
Oh,
good.
well,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you. I want everybody to try it. I mean, Lord, give it a shot. How about that?
Yeah.
Why don't we all just make some?
Yeah.
That's true. You know what? When I went over Mama Dina's house,
Yeah.
and her whole yard is filled with herbs. I
Mhm.
said, Mama Dina, I would love to make tinctures on all this stuff. And I said, I will give you whatever I make, if you share with me what you have here. She was like, okay. So that's, in regards to that, the oracle reading, how do you share what you can do with your community?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that's a perfect example of what I'm going to do, because I would love to share things with people so they can learn about this,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're working on, matter of fact, today we have our first meeting of all the chefs that are going to
Ooh.
be teaching at the, in the Lizzie's Kitchen.
Okay.
And just excited about what each of them bring to the table. It is geared to be a really, really, really good show. Really good.
Oh.
And the people that are Mama Razia will not be on this because she need to put another activity on her agenda right now,
Right.
Oh.
I said, so she would tell me yesterday. And so I said, okay, you'll be the guest on the fifth one. If there's in that month, there's a fifth Monday, we'll bring you in
Right.
on the fifth Monday. Yeah, but Lizzie's Kitchen is gearing up to be something really spectacular in education, in learning the different tinctures. And I love the way you laid it out, sweetie.
Yeah, she had it laid out.
Love how you went from state
Stations.
to state. Yeah, that was very, very good.
Track of what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That's good.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay, we have to bring you in sometime, talk about tinctures.
Okay. Let me know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, really excited about that.
Evelyn, I got this, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's called Laudanum. And it is an extra virgin olive oil. And this is the bottle that it comes in.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah. LAU.
LAUDEMIO.
It looked like a liquor bottle.
It looks like a liquor bottle. But yeah, it's extra virgin organic olive oil. And that's why I got it.
Yeah.
And it's from Italy.
And how much
And yeah.
it cost?
Of course, right?
You remember how much it costs, Stacy?
Yeah, would you share that information so we can?
I know I got like 6 bottles, and I'm sure it was like over $200. But I'll just have to share it in the group because I don't remember. Sometimes I think sometimes I think I'm a little bipolar. I see something and I'm just gravitating to it, and I buy stuff just automatically. Just when I see something, I like it, and my mind say, "Yeah, that's good to have." I just buy it. Yeah.
You like those that
got 6 bottles and
6 pair of shoes.
Yeah.
A different
Doing
color.
the most all the time.
I'm guilty of that myself.
all the time. And I tell myself, I'm going to stop doing all this. This is ridiculous. Because I look back and I'm like, okay, so I got this and I got to like take it. You know what I mean? So I have it. Am I going to take it every day? Have I been taking it every day since I got it? No.
No.
But I was thinking about it as we was doing this show. I'm like, okay, so it ain't in there for decoration. I need to take this every day.
So how many do you have? You still have?
I know I have about 5. I just opened up. No, listen, I just opened up one the other day and I cooked with it the other day. Matter of fact, yesterday.
Okay,
With
okay.
it. Mhm.
You know what I would love?
Very low
I would-
heat, but I did cook with it. Mhm.
I would
So if
love
you-
for us to be able to test, you know, if things are of a certain level or the real thing, you know?
Are they what they say they are?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Right.
If you spend
It's pretty
$200 and you
bottom.
spent about $33 a bottle. If you spent $200 for 6 bottles, you spent about $33 a bottle.
That sounds about right.
That's not
All
bad.
I know is that, you know, when you buy stuff, the more you buy, it
Yeah.
wants
The
to-
less it
Right.
costs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I may have gotten it for 20 something a bottle, but you know, Gumtree's, his oil is just as expensive.
It is. It
Mhm.
is.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
think this one is more expensive than his because it's in this cute bottle.
Don't throw the bottle away.
Mhm.
I know,
With the
right?
bottle.
I won't. If you want one, you can have one after. I'm gonna have a bunch of these bottles laying around.
Yeah. All right. It
But
is.
thank you all for the show. Thank you for being here, your presence. That means a lot. So thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing that good information.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We didn't say today's date is
Oh, right.
the 9th of
July.
July the 9th. Tomorrow my husband leaves for 10 days. I will be I have to find something to do because I have the car.
Is he going somewhere fun?
From Paris, right?
Italy.
Italy. Oh,
Tell him to pick up some of this.
yes.
And he loves the olive oil when he comes back. He always goes out to this place where they have it's like this bread and they put the oil on the plate and
That's good.
oh yeah.
And the herbs and the oil, and you soak
Yes,
the bread.
yes. You dip it in the bread.
Yes. So
Wow.
I'm out there with Thornetta Davis.
Oh, nice.
They're playing every night. And
That sounds like fun.
so I am creating something in my mind about, I said, if I don't do nothing, just ride up Michigan, just drive for a day or two. I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, you can go to Toledo. Yeah.
Toledo, that's Ohio.
Right.
It's on the other side, right on the other side. It ain't far.
But I mean, how far have any of you gone in Michigan? I hear Michigan is beautiful,
It is
Mm.
up to the Mackinac.
I think, yeah, I haven't got Holly, Michigan. And that's when, because I used to have a reoccurring dream, real quick. I used to have a reoccurring dream about crossing a 2-lane road, going to an island, water on either side, and you had to get over there before 5 o'clock because the road disappeared after 5 and then came back. Okay.
Weird.
Oh.
disappeared.
And you know that actually can happen. It's okay. If anybody remembers what is that movie with Loretta Devine and Whitney
yeah.
Houston? Yes. Remember the dress that Loretta had on the beach scene, that beautiful bias cut tie. It was dyed, it was batik, it was beautiful. There's this artist that made that, and he teaches it on this island off of Hudson, out of what is that? No, what is that? Boston. It's an island. And he said that happens at certain times of the year. The road will
Wow.
be covered with the, so up in Holland, Michigan, they have the last original windmill, or I don't know if they still have it. And you cross the 2-lane road with the water was on either side. And I remember going over the bridge in the bus going, oh, sure.
So the water would come up at certain times and cover the road where you couldn't cross.
Right.
Right.
Scary.
That's interesting. Ooh, wee.
So
That's
I think Holland, Michigan, is Frankenmuth further than that? I don't know.
Frankenmuth, I think is about, well, from me would probably be about 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
That's where I want to go for Christmas. They say it's really nice up there around Christmas time.
It is very nice. I used to live
Yeah.
up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been there. So Holland, Michigan, and yeah, up to that's as far as I've gone. And I heard there are places up there that are really nice that you just travel by bike and
Yeah, Port Huron is nice over this way, east side too, all the way up, all the way east.
It is. I used to ride up Jefferson just by the
Right.
walks and just
Well, I have to get off the call now, but I love you all.
Okay, let's
Hug. Oh yeah. Hug the world.
Kiss yourself, Lakeisha.
Sprinkle wonderful blessings all over everyone.
Thank you, Stacy. Thank you for helping me with this.
Remember to keep Jacqueline in prayer.
Oh yes, I want to do a moment of silence for her mom. Oh
Yeah. And one of the ladies that was cooking, I mean, there's going to be a chef. They're a couple, and the killing that was done on the east side. The young man, there was a woman and a young man who just turned 21. That was her nephew.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so just lifting the family up and celebrating the completion of his time here on earth.
Exactly.
All right. Love you all.
Love you
too. In the morning.